Before you move to Vernon, BC, watch this first. 7 hard truths that no one tells you about. Thinking of moving to Vernon, BC, the pictures look like a dream with the lakes and the mountains and the sunshine, but there is more to this place than what you see on Instagram and TikTok. If I had known these 7 things before I moved here, I would have been a little bit more prepared. Hi, I'm Laura Rainers with Remax Vernon Salt Fowler, and today I'm going to be sharing the 7 brutally honest truths about life in Vernon. These are the 7 things buyers always ask me about after they move here. So, let's get you ahead of the curve. Some of these things could save you time, others, maybe thousands of dollars. So let's jump in. Number 1, Vernon moves slower. And that's a good thing, mostly unless you're like my personality. Vernon has that small town heartbeat. People are friendly, but they're also unhurried. So you'll notice right away that the pace of life is a little bit slower than maybe what you're used to in, say, Vancouver or Calgary or some of the bigger cities. But there's no rush hours, there's no city buzz, there's not a ton of stress, unless you're behind someone going 30 in a 50 zone. But here's the thing. That slower pace can affect everything. So think your service timelines, it may take a little bit longer, trades are booked out for weeks in advance, coffee shops and restaurants are closed on certain days and sometimes earlier. But if you're ready to trade the hustle for hiking and the traffic for tranquility, then the slower rhythm may work for you. And it's a gift. Number 2, yes, we get summer, but we also get winter. One of the biggest misconceptions here is this. Isn't the Okanagan all beach and sun? Well, not exactly. Yes, we have gorgeous summers, but Vernon has 4 full seasons. So what that means is that winters are very much part of the experience. Here's what's different. We do get a lot of sun in the summer, but in the winter, it can be a little bit gray. So if you're not used to that, or say you're coming from Alberta, then you might find that a little bit depressing at times. But if you're coming from the coast, you'll think it's great. Sometimes people like to get up to the ski hill, which is about 20 minutes away, to get up into the sun. You will need a shovel and sunglasses, but also for outdoor lovers, there's lots of things like cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, skating. Winters are a little bit different, but they're still fun, and there's still lots of activities for people. Number 3, the market isn't cheap anymore, but there's still good value here. There was a time when Vernon was very affordable, especially if you wanted to be in the Okanagan. It was kind of a secret, but over the last few years, the secret's out, and the prices have climbed. That said, comparatively to Kelowna, to Lake Country, and some other areas in Lower Mainland, Vernon is still a very affordable place if you want to be in the Okanagan. Vernon still offers more home for your money. Think bigger lots, more nature, and more options for everything lifestyle, from lakefront to hobby farms, just depending on what you're looking for. It's competitive, yes, but with the right guidance, we can find something that's going to fit your budget and your lifestyle. Before we go any further, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. We are dropping new videos just like this every single week. Remember, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, or just curious about the area that we call home, be sure to call, text, or email, and just add salt. Number 4, neighborhoods matter more than you think. Here's what most people don't realize. Vernon isn't one town. It's a collection of completely different lifestyles and little pockets of areas. We have East Hill that gives you mature trees and walkable streets. We have Okanagan Landing, which has lakeside living and the beach, more of a summer vibe. The BX, you have space, privacy, you see acreages, and it's a little bit quieter. And then of course Coldstream feels like an upscale country living with Cal Lake and Cal Beach as your backdrop. So each neighborhood has a totally different feel. Choosing the wrong area can be the difference between loving where you live and wanting to move again in a year. This is where local knowledge makes the difference. Number 5, summer is magical and busy. Vernon in the summer is unreal. The lakes, the beaches, the patios, the paddleboarding, the farmer's market. It's what draws people here in the first place. But with all that beauty comes traffic, limited parking, lineups, Cal Beach, packed. Local marinas, wait lists. Restaurants, book ahead or you're gonna be stuck waiting. Locals know the tricks. We bike, we go early, and we have secret swimming holes. If you're moving here for the summer living, just know this. It's amazing, but plan ahead. Number 6, planning early can save you the stress and the money. Here's a hard truth. Vernon has a shortage of trades. If you're buying a home that requires a reno or you're looking to make some upgrades, inspections, landscaping, painters, book early. We're a small city, so during peak seasons, a lot of these good trades are backed up for weeks. Same goes for moving companies, appraisers, cleaners. All of these things can be totally booked up. I've seen delayed deadlines missed, budgets stretched, just because the right help wasn't lined up early. A good realtor will have the local connections to help you get booked fast. Number 7, most people who move to Vernon, they stay. They come for the lakes, but they stay for the community, the pace, the lifestyle. It's kind of a place where you run into friends at the market, your kids walk to school safely together, you end your day watching the sun dip behind the hills, maybe with a glass of wine. It's not just about buying a home, it's about building a life you actually want to live. So, those are the 7 things I wish I knew before moving to Vernon. Some are practical, some are personal, but they're all real. Let me know in the comments which ones hit home for you.